There we go. On Jude Bellingham, obviously a lot of people, I reckon there's a lot of draft tweets that were deleted. When, this is the thing. People say it's an uncomfortable conversation. This is a 20-year-old player. His first year at Real Madrid. He's been one of the most consistent and best players in the league, scoring not just a lot of goals, but winning the many, many games that's led to them being league title winners.
I think it's
he didn't have the best of knockout stages in the Champions League, but was still integral in a team that's just won its 15th Champions League title. I don't understand what these uncomfortable conversations are about one of the most potent, consistent, and deadly players in world football this year, doing it at the biggest club in the world with the most pressure and at 20 years of age. I don't understand what the uncomfortable conversations are. If you're going to say the uncomfortable conversations are he's not technically good on the ball as Foden, or he doesn't dribble like Lionel Messi, that's not an uncomfortable conversation. We all know this. But he's delivering. He is delivering at what he's good at most of the time. So I don't understand
this guy
why people are angry about him.
But it's about Zidane. He's compared to Zidane. Today, there's a BBC and people, the criminality. I thought, have some shame.
You compare
Bardo to Maldini in my life. One second, Sam. I have never heard of the biggest shame in my life than today. I thought, I wish
Alvarez Batistuta.
They tried to compare him. This guy that cannot control the ball. This guy that's having stinkers in the Champions League quarterfinals, semi-finals, in the final. To one of the
this is the problem. This is the problem that you're having, okay? Nobody has said he plays like Zidane. The reason there are the comparisons is because he wears the same shirt number that was given to him. Which is, so again, equally, some BBC presenter talking about Zidane shouldn't change how you feel about the person of Jude Bellingham. Because that's like this. It's like if Mo starts talking about Hamza on another stream, and imagine me having to go at you for that, Hamza, when it's Mo talking. That'd be weird, right? So why are you doing that to Jude Bellingham? Why are you attacking Jude Bellingham for something somebody else has said and done?
Because the hype that this guy gets a hype of people say, wow, look at the way he walks. He has an aura. Wow. We're like, what the? He comes on the pitch. My guy runs around. And what he's good at, Terry, listen, he's good for England. His slide tackles, chasing around. Technically poor. But today, again, poor.
So, okay, let's slow down. Let's slow down. When you say technically poor, expand on what you mean by that.
Ball control, can't control. Today, ball control poor. The dribbling was poor. Every time he got put on the ball against Rice was manhandling him. He could not get the ball on the pressure and dominate. I'm Bellingham. I've seen players at the age of 22, 21.
That's not what that isn't what he does. But that isn't what he does, though. This is the problem. This is the problem. Okay, you are looking at Bellingham and you are criticizing him for the things that he doesn't do, that he has never done, that isn't part of his game. Do you know what you're doing here? And this is the hypocrisy in it from a City fan. You are doing to him what people do to Haaland.
Yes.
Now, people go, Haaland doesn't play like Wayne Rooney, therefore he's shit, which is bullshit. Haaland's job is to score goals, is to be decisive in games. Haaland's job and profile isn't to be a dictator within a football match. Now, there are midfielders that are similar. He's an attacking midfielder who isn't there to be the influencer. We have a great... Frank Lampard is a prime example. He is not an influencer of games in terms of dictating the play and the tempo of a match. Jude Bellingham's job is to be involved in the attack, and it is to create and it is to score goals. Not create like a KDB does, as an example, because KDB is a high-level playmaker, but it's predominantly to crush into that box and score goals. And Jude Bellingham has done it at the biggest club in the world with the most amount of pressure on him because he's at that club that has those high standards. To call him mid is crazy. What you're doing is you're comparing an apple with a piece of cheese. It's crazy.
Elche weren't in La Liga this season. Elche weren't in La Liga this season.
Haaland scored 4 against Luton.
The fact that I'm saying he's not doing at the top. I've seen Frank Lampard against
He is. Hang
Barcelona's
on, you're
striker team.
sorry, I've got to stop you again, Hamza. I'm not having these lies, okay? He didn't have some people in the comments say he didn't have a great game today. No, he didn't have a great game today. No one's going to sit there
Everyone
and
accepts
lie.
that, by the way.
No,
Everyone.
But the reason he didn't have a great game today is not because he's mid. It's because Borussia Dortmund was set up in such a brilliant way. They allowed nobody to flourish in an attacking sense in this Real Madrid team until they scored from a corner. The corner went in. The corner went in, barring a couple of really good dribbles from Vinicius Jr. And those dribbles from Vinicius Jr. were essentially kick and run. And he's got great. It wasn't intricate skill and brilliance. It was I'm knocking it past the fullback and I'm sprinting. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Hang on a minute. Please let me finish my point. And there's nothing wrong with that. As soon as the goal went in and Dortmund opened up slightly and enabled a little bit more space, everybody, including Jude Bellingham, came alive. So for me, it absolutely stinks of an agenda and a deep-lying hatred to go in on Jude Bellingham after the season he's had. And you don't just win a game in the final. It's won over group stages and knockout stages. Leagues are won throughout the course of 38 games. This man has been influential, okay, has scored 23 goals as a midfielder in his debut season for Real Madrid, in a season where for only the fourth time in their history, they've won a league and Champions League double, and people are out here saying he isn't doing it at the biggest stage. Absolutely go suck a toe.
Hold on, Hamza.
Are we joking that we have to give him credit? He struggled against a Man United reject and struggles to a Liverpool reject. Yeah, he struggled in midfield.
Who's the Liverpool reject?
Let me know when I can speak.
Emre Can. He's saying Emre Can.
He's trying to cover it because he's better. This is the problem we have.
Hamza, let me just stop you a second. I want to go to Steve. Let me go to Steve on this, please. Go on, Steve.
I was just gonna say the whole thing about Bellingham for me is Ancelotti gave him a role this season because they didn't have a striker. So what Terry was saying earlier is correct. You're expecting something out of a player. Because like at Dortmund, he was more box to box. He was all around the pitch. You put in tackles and challenges and all this stuff. Bellingham, what Ancelotti wanted him to be a GA merchant, basically. Because guess what? Strikers need to be GA merchants. They had the whole season, Vinicius and Rodrigo, they had them kind of tucked in more, and then Bellingham would be at the tip of the diamond sort of thing. So that's why, for me, the Bellingham criticism, I get it, and there's a level to it that I agree with, but it's like, look, he did a job for them this season, a very good one. He basically had the big dominate role.
Yeah, but he had a stinker today,
but
yes or no?
He did have a
everyone accepts that.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go to super chats, but I'm gonna put this out here, and I want to say this to Hamza. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid.
A failure, yeah.
It will believe its whole life it's stupid. And why can't I climb a tree? We do this too much in football at the moment. We take what we think is the best type of player, and if not everybody is like it, we go, everyone else is crap. That's never how football has been. It's as simple and as straightforward as that.
Sorry, this guy you're talking to compared Julian Alvarez to Batistuta.
There we go.
We're moving
on. We're moving on. Real Madrid, AC Milan, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona, the only clubs with European heritage. No one else is invited to this club. Barcelona. I do disagree. I do disagree with Man United.
Barcelona in there?
I do disagree with Man United with 3 Champions Leagues, a Europa League, Cup Winners' Cups. Man United are also in that equation as far as I'm concerned. But there we go. No, not at all. And we're at the greatest cup final.
Ajax.
Yep. It shows that Sancho is not a big game player. Now, can we keep
I think that's
one game noise quiet?
Another Man United fan that is salty?
Another
Man United fan that is salty?
Does Jude's role change next year with Mbappe? Maybe.
Yes.
And then we can assess what he does in that new role. Absolutely.
He'll be boxing.
Hamza, who just won the final. I'll wait to hear.
Who won it?
Hey, as a Barca fan, to the Man City fan in the panel, calm down. What you are seeing in City, we have seen and lived. No need to bash Jude in his first final. Absolutely. As an Arsenal fan, I am so shocked. Saka is not being. I am so shocked that Saka has not been slammed yet for a game he didn't play in. Please carry on the Bellingham slander, Hamza. Lol.
If Saka would have slandered him. I'm
There's
taking it up.
one thing I wanted
Any
to add.
other player,
So
Foden,
for
Salah.
everyone that thought that Bellingham made the wrong choice going to Real Madrid by snubbing Liverpool,
That's crazy.
it
And
literally a lot of
City,
Liverpool
because
fans are
Mahrez,
salty.
annoyed.
Forget Man City. He was never going to Man
Oh
City.
yeah,
It was
forget
either
Man City.
Liverpool.
And he's been more
It
salty
was
than me.
all. It was only going Liverpool. Hey Jude. Okay, why are you cutting me off? Because you know where I'm going, right? Always that, bro. Hey Jude.
Mhm.
Jude Bellingham just went to win a double, a league and a Champions League instead of a Carabao Cup. He made the right choice, and again, the thing about it is that at the end he joined a team that is more stable. That joined Mbappe. You still have a new coach. That's it. He made the right
Real
choice.
Madrid. It's Real Madrid. There's
Wow,
no
everyone,
explanation.
please, can we get clapping emojis for Mo in the chat? He said something so controversial there. Wow.
I'm not.
Madrid
I'm
are
not.
better
living on the edge.
You are the one. You are the one who
Wow.
have been shitting on Jude Bellingham all
Thank
season
you
as
for
well.
changing
You've
my
been
life.
shitting on Jude
Shit
Bellingham
statement.
all season.
How? By the way, who is everyone's man of the match?
Everyone would have said, including myself, Madrid are a better club to go to than Liverpool. Madrid are a better club to go to than this whole.
Yeah,
Why
guys,
didn't he join
I
us?
get you. I get you on that. Just because we're getting close to the end now. What was that question you just had there,
Who
Steve?
was that?
Everyone's man of the match.
Yeah, man of the match for everyone.
Who actually won it, by the way?
Carvajal.
Hamza's gonna say the ref.
Carvajal.
No, he's
Carvajal, 100% Carvajal.
Yeah,
Vinicius for
I'd
driving.
go with. I would go with.
he struggled the first half. Carvajal.
Yeah, I'd go with. I'd probably
Right.
go with Carvajal or Vinicius. I think the wins were obviously the goals. Sorry, exceedingly important in football. In case people didn't know.
Rudiger?